Bonjour, welcome back to my French YouTube channel. Aujourd'hui, on va apprendre une lettre. So today we are going to learn about a letter. We've already done the grammar topics. Go back to my previous topics of grammar. Just revise that. If you have any doubt, put it down in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to help. So today it's all about letter writing. Letter writing in your exam, most of the time for class 10th, it is related to the lesson. But this is something that you cannot say it's 100%, so keep practicing different topics also. But today I have taken a topic which is related to one of your lesson. I'm going to continue more letters in my coming videos, but for today it's about environment. So if you can see the topic that I've written on the board, écrivez une lettre à votre ami en lui décrivant ce qu'il fait pour sauver l'environnement. So what your friend can do for saving the environment. This is one letter. One letter can be write a letter, your friend is asking you your ideas of how you can save the environment. So you are telling about yourself that I do all of these things. This letter is for the other person. Same letter can be for yourself also. When you say that I do all of these things, I recycle the objects, I switch off the lights. So when you're talking about yourself. Similarly, there is one more lesson, health lesson, the chapter on health. It can be giving suggestions to your friend, how your friend can, take care of himself or herself, or it can be about you. What do? You were not keeping well. So what did you do for staying healthy? So these two lessons are there where two letters are possible. One for yourself, one for the other person. So today I have taken for the other person. This is the format of the letter. Okay, so I've written almost so that I can discuss more about the letter. Starting from the topmost extreme corner right, we write the place. You can write any place, followed with the date. Date should always be written with L. It should always be written with L. Please keep that in mind. And here we start with the letter extreme left by writing share. Share, this is masculine I've written. It can be feminine also. It can be plural also if you're writing to the parents. So most of the time, three kinds of dear you can write. Name I've written here ABC. You can even use the name, that is okay. Most of the time, like 99% of the time, names are not given in the letter. You are this and write a letter to this person. It's not given. Generally, it's friend or cousin only. Okay, so what you can do is, you can just simply write ABC or you can write any name. So this is how we begin with a letter. A letter always has 3 paragraphs. Starting from the first paragraph wherein you ask your friend, how are you doing? I hope everything is fine. And then you tell about the topic of the letter. What are you going to describe in the letter? So this is how the first paragraph goes. Startings can be very different for all the letters. Avoid using como ça va because como ça va is oral French. So in this letter I've used como vas-tu? How are you? J'espère que tout va bien. I hope that everything is fine. Dans cette lettre, je vais te décrire ce que tu peux faire. In this letter I'm going to describe you what you can do pour protéger ton environnement. So for protecting your environment, for saving the environment, these are synonyms. One time you can use sauver, one time you can use protéger. So this is how you start. Okay, there are also different endings like j'espère que tout va bien and j'espère que tout va bien de ton côté. Everything is fine on your end. Okay, and then you are telling about, you can even tell about yourself, je vais bien, and then you can start with the letter. Next paragraph is about the topic of the letter where you elaborate the topic. Try writing at least 7 to 8 lines minimum for the middle paragraph. The word limit of the letter is 80 words. 80 mots, just stick to the word limit. It's very important. Do not cross the word limit. And this is how you can start. While I told you this thing earlier also in the starting of the video that letters are generally related to the chapters, you can use the culture of the lessons. You can use that. Along with that, add on your own lines. Okay, so these are the starting I've taken from the question so that you understand. Do you remember when I discussed culture and civilization with you? This was there in one of the answers. Pour assurer la survie et donc l'avenir de l'humanité, il est indispensable de protéger l'environnement. So this was there in one of our culture questions. For assuring the survival and hence the future of mankind, it's important to protect the environment. So this line I've taken it from there. Few lines you can take from there, few lines you can add on your own. So il faut limiter notre impact sur le climat. It's necessary to limit our impact on the climate. Just understand the structure that I've written. Pour. After pour, I'm going to highlight few keywords. You can also keep taking notes of this. After preposition, the verb should always be in the infinitive form. That is why it is pour assurer. Next line, if we see il faut limiter. Il faut limiter, when you see, just see this il faut limiter. One verb I've already conjugated. Second verb has to be in the infinitive form. Il faut limiter. So this is one structure where you write it's necessary to limit. It is necessary. Okay. It's necessary to limit our impact on the climate. The next structure is where you use devoir verb. Again, next structure, one was il faut. Next is on doit. On doit is like one must. Again, second verb is in the infinitive form. So different kinds of sentences, same you can use for the health letter also. Il faut and on doit. One must do this. Okay. On doit recycler les objets. We must recycle the objects. Tout ce que nous mangeons et buvons provient de la nature. Alors, il faut protéger notre source de nourriture et d'eau potable. So whatever we eat and drink, it comes from the nature, and it's very important to protect our source of food and drinking water. Sinon, you remember this line? Sinon, toute pollution finit par se retrouver un jour dans notre nourriture. So you can even add this. If no, all the pollution will be there in your food. And then again, tu dois. So I've taken different kinds of line. Il faut limiter. On doit recycler. Tu dois réduire. Tu dois réduire, okay? Réduire, again, the second structure that I have taken, it's in the infinitive form, okay? Tu dois recycler. La utilisation de sac en plastic. So this is how you can use different structures. Avoid repetitional letters. This is something very important. Do not keep writing same sentence again and again. Il faut, il faut, il faut. Just avoid repetition. One time you've taken il faut. One time you can write on doit. One time you can write tu dois. Or maybe you can write I do this. So keep changing. Write different lines, okay? So this is how I've written in between. I want all of you to, I have written few lines here. I want you to add on 2 more lines after watching this video in the comments below, so that I can see. I read all the comments that you put it down. So I'm going to check those 2 lines for yourself. Okay, so put it down there, write the letter and put it down. So we can just discuss your lines also, okay? And the ending line now. The ending line, you just have to end the letter now. So ending paragraph can be anything. Give my greetings to your parents, or I hope, j'espère que tu aimes mes idées, and then you can ask your friend, what do you do? Okay, so I hope that you like my ideas. Dans ta prochaine lettre, décris-moi, okay, décris-moi ce que tu fais pour protéger ton environment, okay? So you can ask your friend. I've written this ending. You can again write your own endings. Do not just stick to 1 or 2, lines. So dans ta prochaine lettre, décris-moi ce que tu fais pour protéger ton environment. Then you just end by writing anything. It's a friend letter, so you can end by ton ami, and then XYZ. You can write amicalement. Different kinds of endings are there. You can use amicalement. That is also fine. You can write bisous. That is also fine. Okay. So keep practicing. Do write this letter. Do add on your own lines. Put it down in the comments below. And you can even tell me the topic for the next letter that you want to do. And definitely I'm going to come back with the next video very, very soon. Au revoir.